Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of my YouTube franchise. My name is West Coast 22. I appreciate you being here. If you watched the first episode, you know exactly where we are at. We didn't really do much. We just kind of went over the intro, made our creative players. The one thing I do want to show you, and I'm going to see if this happens again because it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. We all know Kikuchi and Seager are kind of on their way out. But if we load Kikuchi and then go to prospects, I wonder if this happens again. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, wait, it did. There it is. So I'm not going to do this trade because Sammy wanted Pujols to be a Cardinal. I'm not going to be the reason why he gets traded. But look at this nonsense. We all know that Pujols is a 99 potential because we made him that way. They want to trade their 99 potential 18-year-old a potential 50 overall first baseman to us for 69 overall Kikuchi. Absolute hilarity. That's the only A potential as I was scrolling through that any team offered. And it was one of my creative players, which is just bonkers to me. Like I said, we're not going to do it. I won't do that to Sammy as much as I really want that player and he'd be helpful. I think that's silly. Sammy wanted the creative player to be on the Cardinals, so that's what we are going to do. I also do not need to set my interleague lineup. I forgot that we are at home against the Giants and the Dodgers to start this month. So we do not need to set a no DH lineup because we're at home. We're in AL parks during interleague play, at least in the month of April. So we don't need to do that for this month. We are going to start scouting, though. If you guys saw, we do have our scout set. I don't know which pick I have in the draft. I would assume it's probably mid-pack. But the way that I do my scouting here is for the first, I don't know, about 20 days or so, I just scout players. So right velo from everywhere. I do it for a couple days and then I switch and go back and forth and go back and forth. So this is what we are going to do. I am really not going to show every single thing. So we'll do right velos. We'll go back to the calendar. We'll sim for a couple days. I only do 2 days a pop. So we're going to sim through here. Why don't I have 4 valid lineups? Typically, I would say just do whatever. But like I said, I don't trust the AI with my lineup. So, cool. Opening day, Sam Haggerty gets injured, but we're just going to keep him active because he's only out for a few days. We win the first 2 games. Not like real life at all, but Paxton and Marco get us back-to-back dubs. We'll go back to scouting and we'll switch. So this is what we do. I do velo and command, and then I switch it. So I'm going to continue this trend. I'm not going to bore you guys with 20 or 30 minutes of just doing this back and forth. So let me get to the draft. Let me go through all of my scouting. We'll run through the list of potential guys that stayed as a level or an 80 potential. And then we will go into the draft. So give me a few. Well, for you guys, it'll only be a second. I'll be right back with you when scouting is done and it is ready to get to the draft. Be right with you. All right, so we are back. If you see, we are now 2 days until the draft. We're 23-31. Honestly, better than I thought we would do. If you look here, if I can find it, I have no idea where it is. There it is. We did sustain some injuries during the scouting process. Kendall Graveman, one of our bullpen, is out. He was out for 2 to 3 months. It happened at the start of me scouting, so not too bad. He's only got 2 or 3 weeks left. Donnie Walton, who is kind of a AAA bench player, back and forth, broke his hand as well. I'm not sure what these dudes are doing to break their hands, but they need to stop. So he's out for another month or 2. Outside of that, no big injuries. If you look at our scouting, so I discovered too many players, and I didn't leave myself enough time to actually scout players, which is a big problem. So you can see we have a decent amount of players scouted. A lot of them are yellow. Typically, I have more green than this. I need to discover less and scout more. So we don't have a decent pool to pick from. So this draft should not be great unless we hit some really solid things. Considering the top, 12 or 13 are all blue chips that are scouted for us. So take that away, and we actually didn't do very well. We do have another set of the last set of scouts that we're doing, which is right here, just to use our last couple days and try and do something good. So that is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna get into the to the draft here. So let's do these last couple days. Then we will rock and roll. It's the second, so let's just sim until there. It's only a couple days. Keep active. All right, so we go to the drafts. So it looks like we have 12. I don't know if that means that we're going to get one of the blue chips. I think. But let's get to our draft pick. There is one blue chipper left, and he's a right fielder. Do I need an outfielder? No. And I don't like him anyways. I don't like him anyways. For being a blue chip guy, that's not great. He's fully scouted, and he has nothing well above average, which last year was elite except for fielding. So not a big fan of this guy. We're going to see what kind of 80s that we have left. I'm pretty sure it's already sorted. Okay, so we have Mauricio Sanchez, our own 80, our own scouted left fielder. Much better. Still not great, but much better. Better power, middle of the pack contact. Pretty much middle of the pack all the way through, except for his speed, which is great. So that's an option. Chris Alvarez, a reliever that's not fully scouted. Pretty high stamina for a reliever. Walks per 9 are a tad low for a first-round pick. 3 pitches, don't like that either. Alan Aitken. Again, 3 pitches. Really high stamina for a reliever. H per 9 is good. K per 9 is good. I mean, this guy's not bad. I'm not sure if I would draft him first in the first round, but not bad. Leland Hastings, a center fielder. More average across the board. Really, really good fielder. Above average speed, above average contact, above average power. Oof. This one might not be too bad. Leland Hastings, I think. I mean, we don't really need an outfielder based on who we have coming up, but in the first round, you still pick who you have. You still pick best available to a point. Jay Montano, not fully scouted. K per 9 walks per 9 are a little bit low for a first round. Everything else is really, really good. High velo, high break. He's got 4 pitches. Oof. Montano's looking good. Who else do we have? I mean, we have a decent amount of people to look through here. Rob Carrasco, another starting pitcher. Hits per 9 are low. K per 9. I mean, he's not fully scouted, so this may not be 100% accurate. But this is another decent. Again, velo break. Maxed out. 4 pitches. Controls incredible. Home runs per 9 is incredible. Not bad. Not bad for Carrasco. We already looked at Ray Cabral, who's a blue chipper. Jason Wilkerson, a shortstop. Ooh. Who can also play second and third. Great fielder. Above average speed. Great vision. Great contact. Average to below average power, but that's okay. This guy could legitimately be a leadoff hitter for us. This is intriguing. We do have Shed Long and J.P. Crawford. We do have Marte in our system as well, but man, this guy is solid as well. We're going to have some choices to make. Oh no, Cabrera. Again, 3 pitches for a starter. 60. John Sisa? Okay. You do you, buddy. You do you. Not fully scouted, so could not be 100% accurate. Great, though. MLB ETA. See, a lot of these guys, too, is ETA is really quick. on some of these guys. Is that all the 80s that I have scouted enough? No, I don't. I have more. Ronaldo Dickinson. Nah, the shortstop's better. That guy's not bad, but the shortstop's better. Lonnie Bunning. Average across the board. Probably right at that 80 potential. Okay. All right. So, ooh, this guy as well. Okay. So it looks like we have some choices to make here. Sanchez, the left fielder. Probably won't get him with the... If he's still there, I might take a look at him. Chris Alvarez out of the pen. Decent. If he's still there, I'll look at him. I think that we are deciding between Leland Hastings and that shortstop. I think that's where we're headed. I like Hastings. Montano's not bad either. Again, this blue chippers is a little disappointing. Below average, like right at average pretty much across the board except for fielding and speed, which means he's one of those low average but good defense and speed guys, and I don't really like those guys. So I'm probably going to leave that guy alone. Man, I really like this Wilkerson cat. I really like that Wilkerson cat. I mean, starting pitching, I feel like we can get really easy throughout drafts. A good shortstop like this, though, that's fully scouted and that looks this way, that can be our leadoff hitter, exactly what we need, assuming Shed Long does not go crazy town. Oof. Man, I think this is it. I think we have to go shortstop here and then hope that some of these other 80s that we were talking about are still here. So with the first round pick, number 12 overall, the first draft pick of the U2 franchise, the Seattle Mariners will select Jason Wilkerson out of New Mexico. And he is going to be our guy. Leland Hastings went right after us. All right, round 2 here. Who, if anybody, is left? That's disappointing. Well, never mind. I spoke a little too soon. Yes, we have some of these 80s, but they're yellows. I would much rather look at the greens first. So Cabrera's another one that I really liked. I don't like his 3 pitches, but everything else looks okay. Looks pretty solid. Saisa has 5 pitches. High velo, high break, high control. His home run per 9 is average. His hits per 9 is really good. Oof, man. And he's ready in 2 years. Cabrera's ready in 3 years, per se. Carrasco and Montano are both ready a little bit later. And this guy, too. Montano, as well, looks great. But I really think that this is our guy right here. Enrique Cabrera. And he's a lefty, too. I don't like that he only has 3 pitches. But, hey, I'm not going to be using him. It's just going to be a sim. Finding a lefty pitcher isn't the easiest thing in the world to do anyways. Righty. Montano's a lefty as well. Good Lord. With 4 pitches. God, I wish I could just look at these two side to side. God, or I can just take them both. All right. I'm going to grab Cabrera first, I think. God, all 3 of these starters. Cabrera, Saisa, and Montano are all really good. I would be okay with getting all of those. Derek Childress, 75 potential. Ready in a couple years. This guy's decent too. Chadwick. Vision. Average power. Elite contact. Oof. Henry Deutscher. Miley Roderick. So some 70s that are actually might be decent pulls. Okay. Well, let's focus up. Sorry. All right, so Cabrera, Saisa, who's not fully scouted, so it makes me a little nervous. Neither is Cabrera or Montano. He's 18 years old, but he's 4, 5, 6 years away. I think I'm going to go with Cabrera. And we're going to keep an eye on this guy. But Cabrera is 18 years old. He's ready sooner. So we're going to hope and pray. Our second round pick, Enrique Cabrera. Hope that we don't get screwed up here. All these comp picks go. Who is left? Nobody. Some random 80s that we don't have fully scouted. Bunch of shortstops. I mean, there's no way this guy's this good. Ramon Ramirez. No way this guy's this good. He's still yellow. He's still decently scouted, though. But, man, there's no way this guy's this good. Great fielder. Good hitter. Tim Miles, a right fielder who's 80+. Chadwick. This guy's an elite. Like, yes, he's only 75 potential, but that could go up. He can hit really, really well. He's already a good hitter. Wow. Okay. So that, man, looks like these freaking infielders, man. I think some of these 80s we'll be able to guess with. Daryl Blake, we already have some shortstops. Man, infielders right now are just... Normally infielders are not the easy ones to get. Waylon Roseboro. Okay, I think we're just going to stick with this. Yes, he's a 75, but at least he's a good hitter. Somebody that can be on the bench or maybe even better if his potential goes higher. So we're going to get Willard Chadwick here. We already know what he is, so let's just grab him. Round 4, we come back. Tim Miles is still there. I don't like him, though. Randy Negri. Not ideal. He's also not scouted. So it looks like the rest is just a guessing game here. I don't think we have anybody else that's decent that's scouted. We don't. So it looks like we're just guessing the rest of the way. I might grab Tim Miles here just to see if we can hit something. He's an 80 potential, and he's a little over halfway scouted, so he might drop to a 75, or I could get really, really lucky. Drafted so far, we have 2 infielders. We have a starter. We already have an outfielder. Wait, what the heck? Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Wait. Who is Enrique Cabrera, the second one? I'm pretty sure I have not drafted that, so we have a bug. I have no idea who that is. We do not have an outfielder drafted. But we do now. 2 more rounds, and we are going to legit just guess with a position that we are a little bit low on, which is probably going to be starters. Looks like we have 5 starters here to choose from. There's 1 lefty. Low injury risk. He's 22. They all have 4 pitches, which is great. Rene Rodriguez is ready pretty much right now, which is a little, or next year, which is a little concerning. We might grab him in the last round if he's still there. He probably won't be, but still. All right, we're going to grab the lefty because, again, lefties are not the greatest to find. Okay, we're going to pull Connor, and then we're going to pull Rene Rodriguez if he's still there. It looks like he's still there. I didn't see him go, so we're going to grab him as well. All right, let's see how bad this is. Again, I discovered way too many players, and I didn't leave myself enough time to actually draft players. Typically, I don't run out of greens and yellows that quickly. But that was just a giant mistake on my part. So let's go take a peek here. Let's see how bad this is for the first draft of the new franchise. Holy crap. So you remember that thing that I said that one time that it was going to be a really bad draft? This is not a bad draft. Holy hell. Wilkerson, almost an A potential. Incredible leadoff hitter. Exactly what we're looking for. Already a 71 overall. Enrique Cabrera, our second round pick. 89 overall as well for potential. 64 overall currently. Willard Chadwick, the guy that we knew was a 75, he's actually a 79. That could easily be a B potential really fast with his contact already up there to 68. Tim Miles, the right fielder that we were hoping would stay in 80, he absolutely stayed in 80. 46 overall, which means he has 5 years or so until he's ready. So he's going to be in the minor leagues for a while, but 87, mainly because of his speed, but that's okay. Good trade bait if we don't want him. And then the two pitchers that we grabbed, complete guesses. Harvey Connor, 89 overall, 48 overall currently, and Rene Rodriguez, 69 overall. The only A potential we had. Goodness. Add these guys already to the list of prospects in the Mariners organization. And this is dirty. Super dirty. Bunning is someone else that we looked at an 89. Woody Clem. Where's that? I'm looking at that guy right there. Ooh, 94. That's the guy we passed on. But I really think he's only going to be a speed and defense guy. I really think he's only going to be a speed and defense guy. I would have much rather had the shortstop. All things considered, I think we made the right choice. I think we made the right choice here. Nats get two good ones. There's no one else that I can remember. Montano's another one, 88. That's pretty solid. I'm going to go through this quickly in case any of you guys are focused on people that you would like to see that I almost drafted. And you can pause the video if you find somebody. So we'll kind of go one through one, take a peek. Sox had a terrible draft. The Cleveland Spiders. Oh, there's Leland. Ooh, 82. Made the right choice. We made the right choice with our shortstop instead of grabbing Leland Hastings. So that's good. All right. So not bad. Let's sign these guys up. I don't really feel like I missed with any of those. Even that 79, I knew what I was getting. That is a guy that can play the bench and just get on base for us, which is unbelievable. So that draft went incredibly well. Incredibly well. We are 24-33, so there's a chance we're going to get another decent draft pick next year, which is amazing. Let's go look at our team and how they're performing, and that is going to wrap up this video. Marco, flat 3 ERA, pretty damn solid. Paxton, 2.54, really solid. Justice, just a tad under 5. Justin, under 4. I'm happy with that. That whip is really high on both of these guys. Chris Flexen, brutal. Brutal. Kikuchi's pitching well. I might need to bring him in for... I mean, I like to say Flexen. I'm not sure if I want 4 lefties in the rotation, but that's an option. Bullpen was looking solid until I ran into JT. So that's not ideal. Ken Giles, our pitcher's looking great. Oof. 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 Okay. Let's see. Well, when you see 5 little snowflakes, you know it's not going to be ideal. JB Crawford is on our bench somehow. So this is why you constantly have to look back and forth on your rosters, because they will switch, or your lineups, because the CPU will switch that shit really quick. So you got to stay on top of it. Dom T hitting 240. Sam Haggerty's terrible. I can already tell you right now that I much preferred JP Crawford to come in. Kyle Lewis 239. He has 9 home runs. Seager's hitting a solid 321. Good lord. Haniger 255. Ty France 276. Marmo 223. That's about right. Dylan Moore. That's about right. Tom Murphy. That's about right. Brutal. Luis Torrens on the bench? Maybe not for much longer. He's hot, so let's just bring him in and see what Torrens can do. Whoopsies. Against both here. Against both. Jake Fraley, Shed Long. Okay. And the one other thing that I would like to go look at, and I was already in the thing because I'm dumb, is our AAA lineup. Let's go take a peek on our prospects. Jared Kelenic has 3 home runs, hitting 234 only. He's actually losing contact and power. There's no chance I send him to AA, so he needs to figure it out. Mayfield. Who else is up here? Trammell, 258. I prefer Trammell to be in to get better. If I'm going to set the lineup, I will. AA, we have some guys too. Julio, 270, 2 home runs. He's getting better. So that's ideal. Noel Marte, 213. He's not hitting well, but he's still getting better, which is a positive sign. All right, so nobody's really lighting it up. Now we go to pitching rotation. George Kirby. What? Where's Hancock? And where? Oh, there's Hancock. Hancock, 4.75. That's not good. Kirby, 5. That's not good. So both of those guys getting kind of shelled right now. Gilbert down in AA. Not as bad, but still not great. Still not great. So this is going to be a couple years until these guys can come up. So for the first couple years, we're going to have to just kind of sit and chill on our garbage team and just keep drafting, keep getting better, keep making the trades we need to make to get better. I mean, they're 18-8 though, and the Rainiers are trash. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. The draft is done. We absolutely killed the draft. I am super happy at our draft. I think we murdered it. Add these guys to the prospects we already have, and I am beyond excited. Beyond excited for this franchise to keep this going. I appreciate you guys watching episode 2. Please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe. Please share the video. And again, I am live on Twitch 5 to 6 nights a week. Look in the description. Come check me out. My community is awesome. We have a ton of fun. We are chill. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, be good to each other. See you later.